Welcome back, children. This is Nilofer ma'am, and today I'm going to introduce to you lesson number 1.5, Joan of Arc. Let us talk about the writer. George Bernard Shaw was an Irish playwright and critic. He wrote more than 60 plays during his lifetime, including major works such as Man and Superman, Pygmalion, and Saint John. He was the leading dramatist of his time. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925. Introduction. This is a small play depicting the courage and confidence of Joan of Arc, who played an important part in French history. Joan was a peasant girl born in eastern France who led the French army to several victories during the Hundred Years' War fought between England and France, that is between 1337 to 1453. Summary. This lesson provides us the information about Joan of Arc, who lived from 1412 to 1431. She was a French, wore men's armor, led an army, and was burned at the stake. Explanation of the lesson. Here we see that Joan had already become famous among the French soldiers, and now she wanted the permission from Captain Robert de Baudricourt to recapture the city of New Orleans, one of the few remaining French cities held by English. Captain Robert was informed by his steward that Joan wanted to meet him. He was not at all happy about it and tried to avoid her, but she was determined, and so she was finally called. She greeted the captain and straightway demanded for a horse, an armor, some soldiers, and the permission to meet the Dauphin. Captain Robert was surprised and thought that she was insane and started scolding the steward, and also added that he would send Joan back to her village and command her father to keep her under lock and key. Joan was not demoralized by his words and instead insisted to fulfill her demand. She was confident that Dauphin will provide her the things needed to free Orleans. Captain was shocked to hear this. She went on explaining about her plans and informed that Polly, Dick, and Jack have already promised her to accompany. Captain was not satisfied by her words, and so he called for Polly. Polly confirmed it and said that it was not a crazy idea and that he trusts Joan and he feels that there is something very special about her and her visions. Captain still believes that Dauphin is not in need of their help, but Polly tries to make him understand that the French soldiers are no match to English and only a miracle can save them. Polly also adds that he feels that Joan herself is a bit of a miracle. He finally requests Captain Robert to take a chance. Unwillingly, Captain Robert calls Joan and tries to interact with her. He comes to know that she is only 17 years old, but very well known among the soldiers for her courage and determination. He tries to make her understand that fighting the British soldiers is not an easy task. Joan replies that the French soldiers are always beaten because they are fighting only to save their skins and that she will teach them to fight for France and drive away the English soldiers like sheep. Captain allows her to go to see Dauphin under the leadership of Polly, Dick, and Jack. John was overwhelmed and thanked the captain who allowed them to take whatever they needed and only hoped to see the English troop out of France. Now the assignment. Find the meanings for the given words. Say why. Write it in your notebook. Frame a character sketch of Joan of Arc in your own words using the following points.